again, people, and welcome back to the realm of insanity! Yeah, it seems like we're always doing something entirely random that has, like, no real relevance or sanity to it whatsoever. So, yeah! With that in mind, today we're going to be checking out something called Quake 50K, which is very weird. First of all, I should tell you that this is not actually a mod for Quake, but for Qtest. So, yeah, this is a mod for Qtest that, means it's not for the actual game, which means it's not really going to be covered in, like, Quake Wiki. It's a rather weird scenario, people. I'm very confused by this one. But yeah, it's made by the creators of the Invasion series for Doom and Doom 2. And basically, yeah, it's by Andy Chen and Claude Martins. Good, we have people. I have no idea what we're doing with it. But, this is a patch which basically replaces the default player textures in the Quake deathmatch test with the Assault Marine textures. And I should mention that there's actually a lot of different, player skins out there. Excuse me. Even for like even for Qtest, there's like a camouflage one. There's one that makes them look like Doom Guy. But because of the fact of the matter that they're Qtest skins and not actually full-out Quake skins, that basically means there's no compatibility between the two. Yeah, it's really weird, but yeah, basically you cannot run a Qtest MDL file on the actual registered version of Quake, or unregistered, shall I even say. Basically, any version of the official game, and I'm assuming even, like, Beta 3, but Beta 3 to the final game is entirely different as well. So yeah, it's like, you can't really merge files between each other. Like, I think you can in some other games, but for Quake, you really have this separation. So yeah, basically you have a color chart for easy reference with basically 5 Marine battalions. Basically you have your Avengers, your Devastators, your Eradicators, your Marauders, and your Sentinels. Now, I have no idea what they mean by Assault Marine textures. Is this from another game? Is this from... I have no idea. It's just random Assault Marines. He doesn't give credit to anyone, so... yeah! So anyway, it's great for organizing Quake death matches. So I guess that's kind of the idea here of this. It's basically designed to basically be a clan thing, so that way you can basically see the different separation of people. So this is good for like those big deathmatch games in like DM3 or whatnot. And as it's a player skin, it's mostly irrelevant to us. But at the same time, there's a lot more that went into this for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It's literally just a player skin, apparently. And yet there's so much more thrown in there. I don't really understand the logic. There's like new textures, new sounds. I have no idea why. But anyway, basically, he gives credits to the hardworking guys at Software for deathmatch test of Quake. Also Daniel Sachs for enhanced more and the core code of Qtest. I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm sorry, but hooray for outdated stuff. Okay, also Christopher Lambton for his 2 excellent game program books, Flight of Fantasy and Gardens of Imagination. I should also mention that it's harder to actually modify for Qtest than actually, like, the actual game of Quake. See, in Quake itself, you basically create, like, a folder that's, like, separate from the main thing, and basically each one is its own separate mod. In Qtest, it wasn't exactly designed that way. There wasn't any intention to really have mods. At this point, it was intended just to be the test version. So, really you have to, like, rip the PAK file, and then from that, you're basically actually physically modifying the files and, like, overwriting them. So, yeah, it's a bit different, a bit more, like, forced over things. There's, like, no way to easily revert things unless you have, like, a backup copy on hand. So, yeah, rather weird and different, but that's how it works. Anyway, let's see here. Besides all that, there's also a batch file that has like a lot of different text files and pictures and all that. Anyway, let's see here. This was made from scratch, and basically the build time, this has to be out by Saturday? Claude Martins. Oh no, not again, Andy Chen. Anyway, this was designed with various editing programs and has no known bugs. Anyway, you use this as a base to build additional patches. Basically, it's distributed anywhere. However, they're not held responsible for any explosions or malfunctions caused by using these files. If your hard drive gets formatted or your system crashes, you will not be held responsible. Seriously, why did they put this type of stuff in there? Did they really expect like people's hard drives to get formatted from this file? Like, that's not exactly a very good sign when you're saying, I'm not held in any way responsible for the fact that I may have just destroyed the computer with this file. Sorry. So anyway, you can get this from Timberwolf's homepage or Andy's homepage on ConcordiaCalifornia.com or McGillicCalifornia.com. Totally normal websites that, are totally around today, I bet. Anyway, you must have the unpacked version of the Quake deathmatch test to use this patch. Okay, that was a lot of reading, but we got through it. And now we get to see the awesome stuff. Quake test. Or in this case, we get to see what Quake 50K is about. Yeah. I'm assuming it's going to pick up like in a minute and actually like be able to see something. I'm hoping so. I hope I didn't just like run into technical difficulties. Yeah. Guys, it's not picking up anything. That's not promising. I guess it's just picking up Quake. Yeah, I think it just picks up Quake or whatnot. I think I modified something. 1 second. Wait a minute. No, it's actually picking up this. It's just not picking up the splash screen. Interesting. Yeah, it's not picking up the splash screen, which stinks because it has like a big fancy splash screen. What if I like Alt and Enter out of it and Alt and Enter it? Dope! Okay, but that actually allowed you to see it for a moment. So what I'll do is Alt and Enter again, like this, and that should allow you to see it. It allowed you to see it before. It flickered for a second. Why did that happen? I wonder if I Alt and Enter. Alt and Enter. No, that didn't work. It's like it Alt and Enters once, then it doesn't Alt and Enter again. Huh. 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 Let's see, I can Alt and Enter that way. So, okay, Alt and Enter to minimize, this to increase it. How do I get it to recognize? It's weird, because it's like it doesn't recognize, but it does. See, it's like it needs to capture a full screen program, so it needs to be full screen. I make it full screen. But then it doesn't really pick up the splash screen for some reason. I would like it to, pick up the splash screen, because it has like a fancy splash screen. And it feels like, you guys are kind of missing that part of it. Then again, am I able to, like, pick up it at all now? Uh-oh. Well, that's promising. I feel really good about this. Wait, I hit escape and it... Okay. I hit escape and it recognizes that. Huh. Huh. Then again, I think that's because it's not, like, recognizing input till you, like, put in an input. If I hit, like, random keys... If I hit random keys, it actually works fine. So what I should do is hit a bunch of random keys, and hopefully one of these keys will help you recognize and see the splash screen. I'm trying to do this. I'm clicking. Yoo-hoo. 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 We can do this, guys. I'm determined. I just really want to see a splash screen, like, be registered somehow. I can always, like, just, do a window capture. I probably should do that, because it doesn't actually want to pick up for whatever reason. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is, like, show you this way. And, well, there we are. It's a really tiny window. That's a really tiny... Let's see here. We can fit this. We can fit this, people. Okay, that's a little too close. Yeah, that's not what I kind of meant, game. Yeah, it's a little too close for my comfort. Why is it so zoomed in? Huh. Huh! Let's see here. There's gotta be a way to transform this now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, people. This is getting really weird. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties, and of course this is all coming in as part of the experience now, isn't it? Let's see here. Is there like a way to scale it? Like, I just want to scale it a bit down at this point. Fit to screen. That's not exactly fit to screen. There's like a bunch of it that's missing, actually. It's really weird. Like, it's stretched, like, that's fin allegedly a screen, but it's not really fin to a screen. So, yeah. Well, you get to see part of the screen. Yeah! That's something, right? Like, it shows in the preview window that it's going to show the full screen. Then it zooms in for some reason and just shows this one little picture of the guy. You can't see, like, there's an Andy Jensen, Claude Martin, there's like an id Software, Quake 50K on top. You can't see any of that. No. Why? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. It doesn't make any sense at all. You know, because for some reason it's like zoomed in, but it's not zoomed in. I don't understand the logic of this design. It's like it works on one, but not the other. Well, I got a little bit more! I don't understand the logic of this, but it's working somehow. Obviously, this is how we slowly do it. Bit by bit, inch by inch. Slowly, we eventually come to terms with ourselves and realize the antelope and the buffalo must work together to, let's see, what's this do? Maybe this will help. No? That's my video capture device. Huh. Okay, window capture's not helping me. What I should do is a full display capture. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, because I don't really know any other way, okay? Here you are. Here's your freaking screen. This is what I was trying to show you guys for the last 10 so minutes. Is it amazing? Aren't you appreciative of this artwork? I hope so. I busted my butt to get you to see this. Yeah. Look at the prettiness of it. It's totally amazing. It looks like something that was made like Laura Bayer's Doom. Why does this feel like this is another Laura Bayer's Doom? Yeah, let's see here. Let's get rid of that now because we got that. And let's try to actually see if we can like get the normal video caption here again. Because I'd like to kind of get back to that now that actually, you know, there we are! Hooray! Things are working! Wait, no. Uh-oh. It's, no. Wait a minute here. Quake 500. Wait, I forget what the name of the command is, but if I do that, wouldn't I just be able to get that way? Quake 50K. Let's try it that way, because maybe it would capture. Wait, now it's actually going to capture. And now it doesn't capture. What? But then it captures. Quake 50K. I don't understand this at all. Hooray! Black screen everywhere! Okay, that's a bad idea. Don't try and load Quake 50K after loading Quake 50K. It causes black screens everywhere. Of course, now I've reloaded it, it still has the black screens. I think I have destroyed the game. Okay, so, here's the text file. Aren't you happy? I found this. Let's see here. Can I, like, zoom up and down? Okay, I can scroll. And as you can see, you got all the stuff I kind of read to you before. I didn't know you could just read it this way, huh? And you can just zoom all the way down and get all Buddha stuff. I can zoom up, I can zoom down, I can print stuff, apparently. I could go this way. Well, what does this achieve? Nothing. But it feels good. Yeah. I can press F1 for help. I want to kind of get back. How does one get back? Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's a good question, people. I don't know how to get back. But at least we get this readme. Are you happy we got here? I found my way to this. I feel great. I have found something. This is the highlight of today, people. We have found our way to the README file. This is what happens when you allow me to do things. I end up fighting with the README file. Oh, okay, I just hit escape. It gets right back out. Okay, so if I hit this, now we get to the storyline, because what we really needed for a player texture, mind you, this is all for a player texture, is a storyline. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of weird characters right there. What in God's name is that about? And my microphone just fell, so I assume I'm very destroyed right now. Interesting. My microphone fell. Blame gravity! Let's see here, if I can figure out how to get this thing lined up again. My God, it seems like the world is against me today, isn't it? Yes, everything is out to attack me. They obviously saw that I was going to reveal some great storyline involving player textures, and they knew I couldn't reveal it because of some grand, epic thing involving weird letters. This is like Illuminati stuff or something like that. It is the age of rebirth. The death of the Emperor 5 millennia ago shook the galaxy of its foundations, and humankind was scattered to the far reaches of space and the great diaspora. Unnumbered protectorates. What is this? Like, he just pulled out, like, some dictionary and said, I'm going to throw some really awesome fancy words in this thing to make the story sound super awesome. Like, that's how it's really sounding at this point, people. Like, really? Protectorates? Dysaporia? Who uses these words normally? I mean, I didn't expect to be in the middle of an English class for, Quake. I thought Quake was a lot more simple-minded, you know, yeah. Anyway, realms were formed, each spinning a few systems, and ruled by tyrants. From the earth's ashes arose a new leader, strong in will and in purpose. None know where he came, and none can foretell where he shall take humankind. The Phoenix, as he came to be known, has already formed the Earth Alliance and united many rival systems under his banner. His domain spreads constantly, until one day the galaxy entire shall bask in the glory and wonder of his light. But there are times where his missionaries are not adequate, when the depots oppose the will of the Phoenix with all their armed might. Then it is the time for the assault marines and their song of blood and iron. Okay, so there's this random dude called the Phoenix, and then there's assault marines under him or something like that, I guess. Okay, so we have a regimental codex. Begin file. Avengers! Retribution is our right. Death is our instrument. The 9th Battalion of the 2nd Regiment. Lieutenant Colonel of G. Florania from the homeworld of Mars. Apparently they're on the area where Doom came from. Yeah, this is going to go great. Anyway, their base colors are Martian red and blood red. They really like red. So the 9th Battalion Marines were formerly known as the Griffins. However, of the entire 2nd Regiment, only the 9th stayed loyal during the Claymore Revolt. The rest of the 2nd Regiment were routed by the Sentinels at the Battle of Terra. Now the Avengers, as they rename themselves, search for their brother battalions, knowing they can only rest when the strain of treason is erased, along with the rest of the 2nd Regiment. Do you guys realize this is all for player skins? This is all for a player skin! My God! These people went really over the top, didn't they? So yeah, Devastators. We are death. We are the destroyers of the worlds. The 1st Battalion of the 5th Regiment. Lieutenant Colonel of U. Orcus Kilovich. Yeah, the totally normal name. From Sigma Prime. with Wolfen Blue and Midnight Gray. Sigma Prime, what in God's name is that? They are the most feared regiment of the Earth Alliance Marine Corps. And why are they on Sigma if they're Earth? I guess they're because they're Alliance. Okay. When all else fails, the 5th are called. Each battalion of the 5th specializes in a certain method of world destruction. What is this, like the Soldiers of Galactus? The Devastator's preferred weapon is a fusion bomb. Once the enemies of the Earth Alliance see the Devastator's ships enter orbit, they know they are about to meet their doom. Of course, we also have the Eradicators, who happen to be the flames of our wrath shall consume our enemies. The 3rd Battalion of the 7th Regiment. We have a lot of numbers to remember, don't we? With the Lieutenant Colonel of Dr. Wallace. You know, William Wallace's brother. He happens to be a doctor. He just calls himself D, because he doesn't really want to be known as a doctor. But he's a doctor. He comes from Epsilon 3. And he can be Marine Blue or Aqua Blue, but never Wolfen Blue, because that's a Destroyer color. A Devastator color. And we do not want to be known as a Devastator. We're Eradicators. Totally different thing, yeah. The 7th Regiment was formed from conscripts on Epsilon 3. The feral inhabitants of this water world were one of the first to be liberated from the cruel yoke of Garben Roto by the Assault Marines. The Missionaries' indoctrination took effect very well. As a result, the 7th Regiment is one of the most fanatical in the Earth Alliance Marine Corps. Each battle is part of the Holy Crusade to purify the universe. Okay, so we have Deus Vul. Yes, if you want a Deus Vul, you go the Eradicators, apparently. Amazing. Yes, after all, you gotta, go to the Holy Land and massacre everyone else for Deus Vul. Yeah, that's what this is quickly becoming, people. We now have a Deus Vul Quake mod. Oh my god, yes! This is amazing! Deliver death and sorrow unto the universe, is what the Marauders say. They're the 4th Battalion of the 3rd Regiment by Lieutenant Colonel S. Canis. They don't really have a homeworld, but they really like the color green, wrapped to green and navy green. Arcturus 7, the former homeworld of 3rd Regiment, was laid waste by the fleet of the rogue warlord Kamen. The surviving assault marines banded together under the leadership of S. Canis, Lieutenant Colonel of the 4th Battalion. Kamen's forces were eliminated, and since then, the Marauders roam the galaxy in their gigantic battalion motherships, often arriving when they are least expected to turn the tide of battle. And also we have the Sentinels. We are the Guardians of the Light. The 2nd Battalion of the 1st Regiment. And they're on the homeworld of Terra. With the Lieutenant Colonel of R. Landon. And their home colors are bone white or earth brown. The Assault Marines of the 1st Regiment are the last line of defense for Earth. They are based on Terra and guide the homeworld ceaselessly. Ever since the Cremor Revolt, where the Sentinels proved their worth, they have been appointed as the personal bodyguards for the Phoenix himself. Occasionally, they are called to the front line to reinforce the missionaries. Teachings with words spoken from the barrel of a gun. Okay, well, that's a thing. Also, we apparently have an Assault Marines color chart. Which, you guys can't really see. Wait, why? See, look at this. It's like cutting out, like, quickly. There we are. We got most of the we almost got the entire thing there. See, like, it's weird. Like, it's not drawing the full thing until, like, it fully goes over. It's really freaking weird. It's, like, all very broken, people. Like, how it, like, flickers and, like, sees certain things but doesn't. Oh my god, we just got the entire thing. Okay, so this is color parameter 2, shoulder pad, knee pad, a lot of different fancy stuff. Do you like your colors? Yep, totally useful color code. I can totally tell now what colors we're doing, right? Yeah. I see a bunch of colors and I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I really don't. Guys, what does this achieve? I'm not really sure. I think there's also color codes for each of the Marines. Yes, actually there are. And of course this is also going to be a pain to show you guys. But I'm going to persevere because I really like torturing myself. We can do this. Come on, we got this. We got this. Quick, keep spamming. Keep spamming. I love how it like flickers all the way down, but then it's like it doesn't go at all. Yeah. Could I get most of the way? Because we can kind of see the bottom is going to be the same. Yeah, okay, that's close enough. You guys can see everything. Really, all you're missing is, like, the fact that it says basically the same thing it said on the other one. But yeah, this is basically the Avengers, 9th Battalion, 2nd Regiment. Oh yeah, you saw all this. But it tells you the colors, the quote. Yeah. Basically, this shows you what the Avengers are. The Martians. They are evil Martians who murder people violently. We also have the Devastators, who basically murder everything, like Galactus. They're evil people. We have the Eradicators, who also kill people, and they're fish people somewhat. Yeah, I kind of forget, really, the plot line. That's kind of my problem. I kind of tend to forget things. We have the Marauders, who are like pirate people, if you can see them. A little bit more. Come on, we can do it! We can do it! No, that's less. Oh, wow, you actually get to see almost the entire thing, including that bottom area I've been trying to say exists on all of them. So yeah, here is Marauders. Aren't you happy you got to see it? Now we can move on to Sentinels, who have stuff. And they look amazing, because they're tan and brown and not ugly looking like. They look like lizard people. Oh, look, the entire freaking thing. Yeah, look at that. We get an entire view for once. So yeah, here is the Sentinels in their full shining glory. Aren't you happy about this one? Okay, so that's the Sentinels. Now I go back to the text file where I get to see absolutely nothing. Yeah, look at this. This is what I get to see. Guys, I kind of forget which keys I was supposed to hit. Yeah, the entire thing's like weirdly frozen up on me. Well, not frozen up, but it's like there's nothing there. So I'm going to just like close out the entire thing and load it back up. Okay, so we have a credit screen. I hope you really appreciate this credit screen. Basically the same exact thing you could see in the main README file, so it's not really that amazing. We also have a files index apparently. Aren't you amazed? Aren't you glad? Okay, so that's all that. Also, we can load up Quake, of course. And that should give us the actual, you know, mod, right? Yeah! Couldn't load graphics.wad. Wow. Well, we're going places in a hurry. Let's see here. Well, why isn't I able to load up graphics.wad? Because I don't think it extracted graphics.wad for some reason. I don't think it actually extracted the main thing of the packs. I think it just extracted the folders. Okay, so I'm pulling out those. Now it should be able to do it. At least that's the dream. That's a dream I'm kind of going for, people. Okay, we're in there. We're in the thing. Now I think the maps are like test 1 or something like that. So it's like test 3. Yes, okay, fine. Test 3. Huh, what's the name of the maps again? I know they're not the same as the actual game. Oh boy, now I need to get out of the game and figure out what the names of maps are again. God, I forget all this stuff. It's been so long since I played Qtest. You know, let's see here. I can change this to say Quake now, instead of having to load up the entire thing every time. Let's see here. Yeah, pull up the README file. I need to see, what's the name of the file again? Test 1. Is that what I said? Test 1, Test 2, Test 3? What did I do wrong? Wait a minute, people. I think I actually did it right. Oh wait, I spelled Quake wrong. Amazing. Okay, let's see here. We'll get there, people. I'm trying to get there. Yes! I understand the README file. Good, okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Map test 1. Couldn't spawn server maps test 1.bsp. Then what in God's name is the name of them? This is... Play Ramiro! Ramiro, you said it's test 1. That's what it says in the freaking README. Let's see here. We have included 3 maps in the test version. They're named Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3. To run a map in Quake, in the console, type map, space, name, and the map will be loaded. The escape key will put away the console. For example, on the console, if you type map test 1, map, space, test 1, test 1 is one thing, map test 1 will be loaded, and you will start a game in it. Map test 1. This is amazing. This is really amazing. How in God's name is this possible? How did this happen? I'm confused. Well, apparently, while it extracted the files, it didn't extract the files. Oh my God, it just extracted the folders. Why did it... Okay, I tried extracting like my PIK files, and it didn't actually extract anything. It like just loaded nothing. Really freaking amazing. Good job. Good job, program. You really came through on me there. You gave me a bunch of folders, but you didn't actually put the files in there. So I'll just like post whatever, throw them in there. That'll work, right? Totally. I bet this is going to work totally fine. Especially since I kind of need to like now manually like put everything in there. So yeah, amazing, because I have to like actually physically extract everything in this particular thing because it's a mod, and it's like because it's a mod you have to like physically extract literally every file, and at the same time in order to extract every file you actually have to physically go into each folder and extract it, which sounds easy enough. Except it's kind of a pain when it comes to the sound files because they're all in like different folders. So it's like you have to like go into each folder, get like a couple sound files, move to another one. And so it gets a little annoying here because now I have to like dig through all this because I thought it was all set. I thought it was all set. I saw the folders, I was happy. I didn't realize the folders had nothing in them. That's kind of stupid. Why in God's name did you extract folders with no files in them? Why would I ever want to do that? What benefit does that serve? Seriously, who on earth says I want to extract all the folders but not the files in them? You know, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever why they did this, but at least I'm trying to fix it up now. Yeah, at least it'll work now. And it should actually, you know, function because I just threw all the Quake test files in there. Everything should be working. Now we should be able to be happy. Hunky-dory. Everything should be happy. Everybody should be happy. So yes. Okay. We can do this. I actually know how to load stuff now and do stuff. Amazing. I'm in it. Amazing. Okay, and because the fact of the matter is they basically changed player texture files, you get to see nothing. Aren't you happy? Yeah. I bet you totally can tell we're playing with a new texture. Yeah. This was totally worth the video, right? Yeah. And this is why I don't do many player textures, because you can't really see them normally. You have to like load up like another player. I'm not even like sure how I like do that, like in DOSBots, like get like another player really like to play my server, because like I can't really get like multiplayer working in deathmatch. Well, like multiplayer working in DOSBots. So, I'm not really sure how exactly all that goes. I think you have to, like, add, like, another... I think you have to, like, activate certain sections that I've kind of had, like, deactivated. So, yeah, it's like a whole nother can of worms that I really don't want to mess with. So, yeah, this is the best you're going to see. Are you happy with this? Don't you feel like this was totally worth a README file and all that work? Yeah. Well, at least you got to see an awesome README file and got to see kind of what the skins look like. You know, you just can't really, you know, change the skins because there's no menu to change the skins on. You could change the skins, but you're not going to see anything. Is there like a menu that can actually like change the skins? I don't think so. I would be heavily surprised if there was actually like a menu for it, because it doesn't seem to be really like any main menus. It's all like just you enter in console commands and things would happen. So I assume you'd enter like the console commands for your like Quake textures, and it would jump over to whatever. Which kind of doesn't really help us because, you know, we can't really see anything, you know? So, yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to see if, like, there's a... I mean, you could type in, like I said, you could pull this up, you could say yes, you could say map 3, test 3, because that's, like, the best one for tourneys or whatever. You could pull up this, and then you could say, I want my color to be 2 sets. And bam, there's a different color. But of course, that doesn't really change much of anything now, does it? Like, we can't exactly see the skin. So, yeah! Wasn't this amazing? Wasn't this totally worth our time? Yeah! Yeah! Totally. Well, I guess this could actually be a useful time to actually like go over some other random things while I'm here. Since I kind of want to like cram some stuff in here that like I don't know exactly how to else like even cover or show. Because like I said, they're all like player skins and I can't really do much with player skins. So yeah, let's see here. Let's go through quickly. I want to show you guys let's see here. What does this file do? There is basically there's a graphics replacement for basically the player in Qtest 1. Basically, it makes it more devious because it's basically like trying to make the player almost invisible by like giving him camouflage. So yeah, it basically is made for the soldier, but also like you could use it for the original game. So like either or could work like fine and whatnot, because in Qtest is like something that you could really do to like rip out like the enemies. It was like some weird hack for it. I don't really know how to do that yet. I'm trying to like figure that one out. But currently like we have the player and normal Qtest and all that. And that's what most of like the files I've kind of seen for Qtest stuff is. So like, let's see here. I think I could pull up my window capture again. And if I go to this, there, yeah, that's the back. I like zoom in. It's still the back. It's not really helping me now, is it? Why does it zoom in like that? It's weird. It's very freaking strange. Let's see here. No, that just shows... Let's see here. If I switch to the 3D view and pull this over... Oh god, my vision by 0. It freaks out all the time when I do stuff like that. Don't worry about it. But that's our camouflaged ranger dude. Ain't he amazing? Totally. And this is basically how you see the models. Basically, you can pull up like any model you want, and you basically could see it in like this viewer. So let's see here. Let's try and fit it a little bit more so we can see it a bit better. But yeah, you guys can like see the animations for like the player right now, and basically it shows all these different animations. It goes through all the different cycle. Yo, maybe I could do something like a video series for this, like on the Wiki or something, like just show all the animations like cycle through like this. I'm not sure if that would actually be that useful or whatnot. I think you guys can kind of get like the idea from it, but at the same time, it is kind of a convenient little way. Like, you can definitely get like a nice view of everything this way, can't you? Not really sure. If you guys see this part, we probably won't. But Be nice to have some idea what exactly, I'm doing kind of with this. On the other hand, it might kind of be like, at that point, you're just cramming in video files, and I don't really want, like, video files crammed in everywhere. It feels kind of like, almost at that point, like I'm shilling my own content or something like that. It's kind of like I don't really want to, like, overwhelm it with video files. And that's kind of why I'm, like, trying to be cautious with, like, the amount of video files. I always do it for, like, walkthroughs and all that already. So it's, like, trying to do it for this would kind of be, like, a little over the top, maybe. So, yeah, it definitely is an interesting idea, but something I don't think I really want to try and, like, do, especially not myself. Maybe someone else, if they wanted to do, could try and pull this off. It's not too hard or whatnot, just to, like, kind of capture it. I'm not really doing the best job here of it. Like, I could probably get, like, a little better so we could actually, like, get the entire thing in the frame. Oh, God, now it's freaking out more. Yeah, like, it really likes to have division by 0 for some reason. But, yeah, like, as you see, it, like, zooms out, like, a different way. You'd have to, like get less blow up. So I'd, like, zoom it out a little bit more, so we could see the entire thing. So there we are. That actually would be how I kind of, like, show it off or whatnot. Because now you can see, like, the entire thing in the frame. You have, like, a nice black display. You could rotate them around. So you can see. I can just, like, rotate them from all different sides. Amazing, huh? But yeah. This is, like, totally a thing that kind of, like, exists. For, like, your MDL files. It's freaking out over here. Goody. Yeah, that's one problem. The model editor loves to freak out, like, when I do it. It's like, keeps telling me division by 0. Now, what's this do? This is wireframe. And this basically shows the bounded bots for it. So we go back here. This is, like, the best one of them because it actually, shows the texture, which is kind of what we care about. That being that and all that. So, yeah, basically this just cycles through the animation, shows it over and over. There's really nothing special about it, but at the same time, shows basically what the player skin looks like with all these different things, and shows the player skin since I can't really show it in Quaketest. So, yeah, here we are. Camouflage dude. Now, there's that one. There's also, of course, Cure Mode, which basically is something you did see in the registered version, so this isn't, like, too special. Like I said, it did exist already, and we kind of already did see it. I showed you guys, like, I didn't show a video for it, but I showed it on Quake Guy, like, the texture file for it. Division by 0. My God, I hate that thing. I don't know how to get rid of that. But yeah, you can see him. He's in Cure Mode gear, and, his amazing style. He's doing his funky thing. Has the smiley face on the back. He's an amazing dude. And of course, if I, like, hey, stop with the division by 0. I can't really do much of anything with division by 0 everywhere, and this is why I hate this blade thing. But you can also, like, check out the textures. You can't really see, like, the front texture, but it's there. And basically, this is a great way to, like, rip out the texture files. That's actually how I, like, do it for the Quake Guy. It's easy enough to just kind of rip it from here and then, like, resize the file. Using, like, Photoshop or something like that. You can easily, like, resize it without, like, creating artifacts or whatnot. You don't want to use, like, a normal resizer because usually it ends up blurry and not the ideal. You want to use, like, Las Close or something like that. That's probably the name. I think that's actually for, like, OBS. But this is, like, a resizer I use in Photoshop, and it, like, resizes it without losing, like, the original quality, and so it ends up looking really nice or whatnot, and that's kind of what I do for Quake Guy. So if you guys are curious how I did that, that's how I do it. Have to kind of, like, do the behind-the-scenes development of this stuff, because this is kind of what this is coming, and I have division by 0 errors everywhere! Yeah, I don't know why it divides by 0 constantly. It gets really annoying. And this is kind of why I don't really like navigating in the 3D pane, because you kind of get this error message constantly. Like it drives you crazy. Like, let's just close out of that so we don't have to hear that anymore, because it's driving me crazy. And I can only imagine what it's doing for you guys. Division by 0! Division by 0! Yeah, see? That's kind of amazing. It's a gib. It's a jib. It's guts. It's glory. It's amazing. You can also see the soldier file. It does the exact same thing as like the player one, except, you know, it's a soldier, so it has like the grunt animations. So this is kind of what we would look like as a grunt. You in cure mode, since that's totally a thing. You wanted a head, here's a head. Here's like the Qtest jib head. Basically, yeah, it does, basically the interesting thing to mention is that in the original game, there wasn't much like a need for separation between like heads and the rest of it. So like this is the only jib that exists, and so this is like jib 3 and the other's like jib 2. While in the final game it's like H head, H player, H guard, all that. There's also no like mod for the armor in this one, unlike the final registered version, which I did show off. And I probably did actually physically show it off because of that stuff. Anyway, there's also one for like the player that makes him look like Doom Guy, apparently. So here's our Doom Guy skin here. He makes him look like Doom Guy. Really just a Doom Guy helmet there, as you see. But yeah. Derp da derp da derp da derp da derp derp da derp da derp da derp. So yeah, it's basically what happens when you give the Doom Guy helmet to Ranger. Amazing, right? But yeah. Really freaking amazing. All these different things. If you want to see, here's like the soldier, you know, in the Sailor Moon skin. Totally amazing, right? Yeah, and you can see him do stuff. But yeah, that's how you see all these different animations. Nice little feature. Nice program, actually. And the very ironic thing is that actually came out very early in, like, after Quake came out. It's actually a 1996 program. This program was included on the Aftershock toolbox. So that kind of gives you an impression of how old this thing is. And the fact of the matter that, like, nothing exists, as far as I'm aware, that replaces it, it's rather impressive, honestly. But, yeah, that's the program right there. Let's see here. You can see, like, here's actually the one for Quake 40K, the one I just showed you guys. And so here's, like, an arm. Amazing, right? Totally freaking amazing. And my computer's freaking out because of this thing. My computer's freaking out because I showed you an arm. I just want to show... I just want to see the body. Stop freaking out. You gotta love the amount of errors. Here's a jib. I don't want to move anymore because it'll cause more error sounds. Aren't you happy? Fine, I'll move it for you guys. I'll move it for you guys. I'm trying for you guys. I'm trying to do this. Come on, we can do this. Don't you love the amount of error messages? Aren't you happy to see the back now? That's the back of this thing. Okay, here's the third one, the head. This is what the head looks like. And I'm having freaking error messages constantly. Amazing. And of course we have the player, which looks like this. My god, that looks tacky. Like, I'm sorry, but that's probably the worst skin I've seen, people. Like, this thing looks like it was really made like MS Paint or something. It looks really freaking weird. Like, that doesn't look like something that should be walking around in Quake. It looks very cartoony. It just doesn't really fit with Quake's motif at all. Yeah. But, this is a thing! And this is the thing which we had a giant freaking story around, apparently. Something that made me take 50 minutes to show you a player skin. My god. Sometimes I really go down the deep end with some of these insane things, don't I? But, what was I supposed to do when, you know, it's kind of like all here? Excuse me again. So anyway, with that in mind, there's really not much more to say to all this. There's really not much more to do at the moment. So, thank you all for watching. It has been an adventure. I wish I could say I was going to do something with all this for the Wiki, but I'm not really going to do anything with this for the Wiki because it's Qtest. And Qtest and Quake have, like, that massive deviation between them, to the point that I really don't feel comfortable treating Qtest stuff like, you know, official Quake stuff. And so there feels like there needs to be a big separation, including like not really treating it like really like its own thing or whatnot. So it's kind of just going to be here. Like this is the only way you're really going to see it, guys. That's kind of why I want to like jam all this stuff together in some weird way with a lot of weird like bugs and error messages and all that. You know, it's part of the experience, of course, that I have like all these error messages and everything. And of course, like I had to show you guys the struggle to get this thing just getting it somewhere sane. Because, my God, all this work for a bloody player skin. Yeah, this was a bit of fun. So, with that in mind, people, I don't really have much more to do here. So I guess I'll see you all next time.